Stimulus checks is expected to start going out as early as this weekend, but some people who are eligible to see the $1,400 payment may not actually get the money. That's because this bill passed with what's called budget reconciliation. It allowed Democrats to speed up the process and pass the bill with no Republican votes. But there were some major changes required. News 4 Jax reporter Eric Avanier joins us live to explain the cost and what it means to you. Eric.
Yes, well, unlike the first two stimulus bills that offered debt protection from debt collectors, this third bill does not. That means that $1,400 stimulus check that you may qualify for may still be up for garnishment if you owe a debt. Let's face it, we all either owe someone money or know someone experiencing hard times and are deep in debt, which is why this third round of stimulus checks are critical. But financial advisor Mike Ellis says qualifying to receive a $1,400 stimulus check doesn't mean you will actually see it.
Those private businesses and things that you might owe money to have the ability to garnish that amount when it hits your bank account.
To be clear, stimulus check garnishments only apply to people whose debts have gone into collections, and those collections only pertain to private businesses or credit card companies. The last two stimulus checks were protected from garnishments because lawmakers on both sides of the aisle passed stimulus bills without objections, which allowed for a debt protection policy to be in place. But in this third bill, Democrats wanted more relief money, and the only way to pass the bill with only 50 votes and no obstruction was to use what's called budget reconciliation.
But it also made it subject to certain things that can't be included, like a policy protection.
Around Jacksonville, people who are just learning about this loophole in the stimulus bill are not happy about it.
I think the American people should have the choice of what to do with that money, right? If there are creditors, people that they owe, they should be able to make that decision on who to pay.
Ellis says if you have accounts that are in collections, the best thing to do right now is to call the collection agency in advance.
Let them know, hey, I'm in a need here. Please work with me so that you don't garnish what's deposited in my account.
Now, to be clear one more time, the stimulus check garnishments do not apply to people, and I repeat, do not apply to people who owe money to the government. Coming up at 11, we get answers for the 3 frequently asked questions about stimulus checks. Reporting live, Eric Avanier, Channel 4, the local station.
So, Eric, how would the garnishment process work?
So this is how it would work. Collection agencies would have a list of names of people who are very far behind on debts that they owe. And they would simply just pass that list off or send that list to the courts so that a judge was signed off on that. And once it's signed off, then they basically have access to your money.
I want to give all the praises and the honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shah Ba'Shem, Rakak Wadash. And double honors to the elder apostles, the elder bishops of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect. Peace to the elect. Okay, I want to touch real quick on this video here I ran across. It says, it's titled, Some $1,400 Stimulus Payments Could Be Garnished for Unpaid Debts. Now, automatically, the brothers in the know and a few sisters who watch these videos already understand this concept. It's almost got 500,000 views and 6,820 views. The very few views that I saw wasn't good, wasn't in favor. The people are going to get angry, okay? Now, the whole point of the stimulus payments is to help stimulate the economy. So I guess they feel stimulating, the first two was to stimulate the working people. And I guess this last stimulation package is basically to stimulate debt collectors for their good works, so to speak, right? So when you're dealing with the stimulating the economy, it's supposed to help you in need when you need help, according to your bills, your rent, which I don't know how $1,200, $1,400, or even $1,600 if you've been out of work is going to help stimulate. It might help you in your struggle a little bit more, but I don't know how that will stimulate you, right? So there's a few things this the news reporter, the spokesman said when he said what did he say? He said it doesn't matter He said, what happens is when you need your money, if you want to stop your money from being garnished, you can call the debt collectors and explain to them and put yourself in the mercy of the debt collector. Now, if anybody know anything about debt collection, there is no mercy in debt collection. There is absolutely no mercy in debt collection. You can be sure if you owe any kind of money and you have a debt and they're allowed to garnish your money. Remember all those times you never answered their calls? Well, they're not going to answer your calls. I can guarantee you that. Unless you get a really nice, caring, and merciful debt collector, which that's not the case. So I just wanted to touch on that. I found that weird that they've managed to pass a stimulus check that's supposed to be for you. And the whole reason why you need the stimulus is because you don't have the money. Ultimately, some of your debts occurred through the stimulus, this situation that we're in. A lot of people are in debt collections right now. So this bill is designed to help you get money to pour back in the system. So what's happening is money's being funneled back through the system. And you know who this is going to affect. Yep, you got it. You jakes that are suffering, struggling. All right? And other people, other Americans, they're all going to suffer behind this. Right? The whole point of you getting a stimulus check is to help you, all right, and to help you recover from some of your debts, like paying off bills. The first thing a person says when they get a little extra money that they can blow, they'll say, oh, I'm just going to pay some bills. Somebody hit $60, $70, $80,000 lottery. First thing they're going to say is, I'm going to pay some bills. Everybody's got bills. I don't understand. So basically, you're being used as a tool to pay debt collectors. I guess the only good thing out of it is you'll be $1,400 less in debt. And I guess if you wanted to be $1,400 less in debt, you would have paid that off a long time ago. Let's go to Psalms 94 and 20. Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee? Right? The throne of the wicked shall have fellowship with thee, with you. Right? Which frameth mischief by law. Right? Which frameth mischief, the head of evilness by law. Right? Isaiah 10:1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, these laws, and right grievousness which they have prescribed. Right? It's not much I want to go into on this story. I just thought that was really weird, and it's definitely something that you would see happening in this society, and a lot of people are not are upset about that. I wouldn't be surprised if a riot breaks out over that. Here, you're supposed to get a stimulus money, so now that means if somebody has to pay a gas and electric bill that's late, a water bill that's late, rent that's late, a car payment that's late, phone bills that's late, food bills that they don't have very much food, or some of them have dependents where they want to take care of their children, and they're trying to send the children back to school, so they need some school shoes or school clothes. And here they're using the people are being used as a tool to take this money, right, and stimulate it through the debt collectors, and make them money. When the debt collectors heard that, they are on a roll. And if I had a debt to pay and I could pay it, it would already been paid. I don't need a stimulus check to make them help them pay it. So what I would tell them is, you keep your stimulus, don't even give it to me. That way you keep your money that you have. I'm going to keep it clean. And the debt collector continues to agitate and blow up your damn phone in disgust and disrespect. But this is what it is. So you really think that this man is really, these debt collectors are going to show you favor and you never showed them any? That's crazy. Not going to happen. They know what's going to come out of this. They didn't even say, look, take a portion, take a third of it or something, you know? They didn't even say, hell, take half. They're allowing debt collectors to take your whole check. That's crazy. Your whole check. Well, you know, the scripture says, envy not thou oppressor. Us in the know already know what the deal is. The Spirit of the Lord is on us. Doesn't matter which way it goes is which way it goes. Because, was it Revelation 12:12? And I believe in Job. Because he knoweth that he has but a short time. That's all I have on that. Shalom.